Hi. I feel like a different me is back from yesterday. So I just uploaded a video, which was my cozy weekend, like trying to pull myself out of my slump. I do feel a little bit better today. If you saw the end, if you watched that whole video, then you saw at the end I was saying that I don't really have a desire to live at the moment, because I did start my period, but I am feeling better today. There's light at the end of the tunnel. I haven't taken my meds yet though, so I should probably do that. But I wanted to yap a little bit with you because we have a fun video today. Today we're going to do a reading vlog for, let me see what the name of it is. It's the, please hold. I love how I put my phone closer to my face, like I can't zoom in or anything. It's the Improbable Meet Cute Second Chances Amazon series. So I don't know why, I only have book 3 right here, but we're gonna pull. It says I already borrowed them, but I don't see them. Very confused. Accidentally Yours. Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but I don't know what's going on. I really don't. I'm new here. Sorry. Okay, anyway, we're gonna start that over. Today's reading vlog is going to be the Improbable Meet Cute Second Chances Amazon Original Stories series. So we have 6 novellas here. If you have Kindle Unlimited, and the audio for all 6 of these is free, you just have to get the get the ebook on Kindle Unlimited, and then it'll automatically download the audio book to your Audible. So I have the first 3 in my library already. I don't have room for the other 3, so we're gonna do 3 at a time. But I'm gonna go in order. So first we have Accidentally Yours by Christina Lauren, then Time Will Tell by Hannah Bonham Young, then Second Act Romance by Julie Soto, A Play for Love by Trilina Pucci. I don't know her. I've never heard of her. Death to Valentine's Day by Catherine Cowles, and last but not least is Valentine's Sleigh by Nevessa Allen. So the longest one here is 140 minutes, and the shortest one is only 84 minutes. So I'm going to bang all these out today, no question. But I do have work to do. So I'm kind of just going to put these on and lock in. But I'm really excited. The last ones that I read were the Halloween ones. The Scared Sexy series, which was also, it was the same thing, just Halloween. I was not really impressed. I really liked the first one, which is Allie Hazelwood's Hot for Slayer, but the rest of them I don't really remember much, and I think that says all it needs to. I did also want to briefly go through all of my books that I'm currently reading because, like I mentioned yesterday, or in the video that I posted, an hour ago, not even, I've been trying everything. So I've been trying starting a whole bunch of different books, and nothing's really keeping my attention. I don't know why I can't stop yawning. Just before I hit record on this, on you, I was listening to Bluebird Gold some more by Daphne Perry. I am 41% through it now. I am really enjoying it. I'm liking the mystery element to it. So I'm going to continue that, but I want to get the Second Chances series done today because I've been really excited for it. I also started The Nightingale, which you also saw in the video that I just posted, if you watched it all the way through. I read the first 3 chapters so far. I don't want to rush through it. I'm not doing the audiobook for The Nightingale because I want to feel fully. So I have that here. That I have checked out through Libby. That's not on KU, but Bluebird Gold is another one that you can listen to for free if you check it out on KU. And then another one you can listen to for free if you check it out on KU is Woman Down by Colleen Hoover. I haven't started that one yet. I don't know how excited I am to start it, but I'll get there when I get there. Then I have Voracious by Lee Rivers, which is book 2 in the Edge of Darkness trilogy. Again, I mentioned this in the video that I just posted, but I have not gotten very far. I got further the first time, but I don't remember what happened. I remember how the first book ended and everything, but I don't remember how far I got in the second book. So I'm starting that over. I'm only 2% into that. Book of Azrael, I read like a page trying to get out of my slump. She's My Kind of Rain. I can't see her name. It's blocked off at the bottom. But I read about a page of that too. Power Play I started with Kayla. We are 3 or 4, maybe 6 chapters in. It doesn't give me a percentage here. Hang on. Sorry, we read the first 3 chapters there. Is that everything I'm listening to right now? Listening to and or reading? Most of those were with my eyes. That's so exciting. We'll go through my Libby too real quick. See what I have checked out. So like I mentioned, The Nightingale I do have checked out through Libby, so that's here. I have The Order, which is the first book in the Kingdom of Fallen Ash series by Katarina St. Clair. I've wanted to read that for a very long time, but just haven't gotten to it. I, Medusa is on my 26 and 2026, so I have that checked out by Ayana Gray. The Aspect of Essence by Samantha Amstutz. I have that. That's the first book in the... I don't know. The something archives, I think. Then Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher is also on my 26 and 2026 because that's the only book in the, what is that, Lakefront Billionaires? In the Lakefront Billionaires series that I haven't read yet. I read the first one and the third one. I just skipped over the second one for whatever reason. And I have Savor It by Tara DeWitt checked out because I loved Left of Forever and I'm hoping that I love the first book just as much. So, before the third book comes out, I do want to get that read. The third book's not coming out anytime soon, but also while we're here, I think it's too early, but Tuesdays books come out and books get added to my library. So we're going to check and see if anything was added so you can go through it with me. Let's see, was anything added today? I don't remember if I've seen these before. Okay, no, nothing was added today yet. So we'll check back in later. But we're gonna get started on with Accidentally Yours by Christina Lauren. That's the first one, right? Pretty sure. I don't know what any of these are about, but I see the little, in the little table of contents, there's email correspondence. So I'm excited about that. That's fun. But let me just double check one more time. Yes, that's book 1. Okay, so we're gonna start right now, and then I will check back in probably after each book, and we'll talk about it a little bit, and I'll give you at the end of the video my rating of all 6 of them. So, okay, I gotta get to work and get to listening. So, check back in a little bit. I'm confused. So, I'm listening to Accidentally Yours, and I'm on chapter 4. Okay, fine. They're going back and forth over email. They're talking about like how Jude got into the position that he's in because it was his brother Jason's company. And then I literally rewound it and I re-listened to it because all I remember hearing was that him and his wife had a kid and he wanted something less soul-sucking and to spend more time with his family. Fine. And then her response email is like, oh my god, my mother had a traumatic brain injury, so like I know a lot about that. I'm sorry. So I just pulled up the Kindle version. When he and his wife Kelly had their first child, Jason quit to do something less soul-sucking. Blah, 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 blah. I see nothing about a traumatic brain injury. And then in the email before that, her email before that one, that he said that, you know, he quit to go be with his family. She says, I read that Codify was founded by your older brother Jason, but that you've taken over since his accident. Him accidentally having a child? And suffering. I'm confused. I never had much interest in being in charge, but here we are. You know, I'm so confused because then she goes, thanks for sharing that information about Jason too. I'm sure that's been really hard on all of you. And having to take over a new role on top of that is a lot. Not to get too personal, my mother suffered a traumatic brain injury when I was a teenager, and it shook us all up pretty significantly, so I know the disruption, stress, and anguish that comes with TBIs. And then he responds, and he goes, yeah, he's okay. He deals with seizures, some cognitive changes, mostly verbal. His speech is no longer very fluid, although he understands verbal communication just fine. Is this an editing thing? Like, was something cut out or forgotten about? I don't know. I'm very confused. If you've read it, please enlighten me, because it's bothering me. Anyway, back to work. So I guess I'm going to be checking in more than I initially said. It's not just going to be after I finish. I'm about to finish chapter 6 of Accidentally Yours, and I'm just so excited. So usually when there's like a hidden identity aspect, because like they have an email relationship, and then they live in the same building, so they have like a acquaintance in-person relationship too, but they don't know that it's the same person entertaining them both ways. But they just agreed to go on a date, so I can't wait for them to like realize that it's the same person. So I'm a little giggly and excited, but it's really cute so far. That thing is still bothering me though. Like I'm like, I was thinking, it can't be something that was like intentionally left out of the email, because why would they leave it out of the email if they're going to talk about it in the response and be like, oh yeah, he has seizures and stuff. What? Like, why would you leave out why he's having seizures? I don't know. But anyway, I'm just really excited to see where this goes. Okay, I'll be back. I feel like this is probably a universal experience. I haven't lived with my mom for years. Oh my god. Going on 8 years. No. Really? Ew. Just over 7, really. But I haven't lived with my mom for 7 years. And I still get like that that feeling if I forgot to take out meat for dinner, or if I like hear this just happened. I heard the garbage truck in the distance and I was like, I didn't bring the garbage to the curb. So like, I don't know. I don't think that ever is gonna leave me. But anyway, I just finished Accidentally Yours by Christina Lauren. Very, very cute. I think I'm gonna, sorry, let me close this. You could hear the garbage truck right now. But I just finished Accidentally Yours, like I said, and I think I'm going to give it a 4.5 star. It was so cute and so precious that one thing is just really bothering me. And I also just don't have a 5-star feeling. But for a novella, it's really, really cute. So I'm going to mark it as finished now. So when I give something a 4.5 star, I just put it as 5 stars in Goodreads, and then I put in a little review, 4.5, yada yada yada, this is why. So 5 stars. This year I'm trying to do a thing that'll like help me out in the future when I have to do my reading wrap-ups for the month, or at the very end of the year when I have to do a bigger wrap-up or talk about books or recommendations or anything. I'm trying to put the names of the characters in my reviews. Also, I think this is a Second Chances. I think I said Second Chances before and I was reading the title of this little series. There was really no second chance, unless we're talking about the miscommunication, which didn't even really bother me because it was resolved quickly, but it's a novella, so it had to be, because we don't have time for things to drag out. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, what does it say? Yeah, the improbable meet cute second chances. So, I don't know if we're considering that a second chance. But anyway, we're going to move on. So we're going to return that Kindle book. I'm sorry, I won't shut up today. My bad. Okay, we're returning Accidentally Yours. And then the second book, I believe, is this one. Let's just double check, because I am like 10-second Tom. I don't remember anything. Okay, book 2 is Time Will Tell by Hannah Bonham Young. We're going to start that now, and I will check back in when I have something to say. It's time for another check-in. I should have waited. I only have 17 minutes left of Time Will Tell by Hannah Bonham Young. But I do want to say, this is only the second one in the series, but I feel so like, I don't know, so giggly and like high school girl kicking my feet over these books. I don't know, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. like the series in general. But this is really good too. I'm really liking this book. I'm feeling more, no, it's probably also going to be a 4.5. Which gives me high hopes because, again, like I said, that's not how Scared Sexy went. But I don't know, just the flirting is just making me like so giggly and blushy. I don't know. Maybe it's me, but I'll take this feeling over the feeling I had yesterday any day. So let me finish this. I'll be back in 17 minutes. Hi, hello, me again. We finished Time Will Tell. It was very, very sweet. I am returning it now. Next is Second Act Romance by Julie Soto, but before we dive into that, I just want to rate and review Time Will Tell real quick. So I'm going to give that one another 4.5, so it's going on Goodreads as 5. Oh, that's only a 4-star so far. Anyway, we're going to go on to Second Act Romance now by Julie Soto, like I said. I'm having the best time. I was going to lower my rating to like a 4.5 or 4 for Time Will Tell, but then I was thinking about the way that I felt listening to Time Will Tell and the fact that I was like sitting here like giggling while I'm working. And I'm just like in such a good mood. I don't know. I love this. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. We're going to start Second Act Romance now. And I just, oh, okay, I thought I got an email. I have to switch my laundry, but then I'm going to get back to work, and then I'm going to be taking lunch shortly. So I'll probably finish this. I'll be finishing this during my lunch. So I'll talk to you on lunch. Hi, you're a little tall, hang on. I just finished Second Act Romance by Julie Soto. I don't think there were any chapters. I think it was just one and done kind of thing. This one I'm not going to rate as highly. I did still really enjoy it. I think I'm going to give it 4 stars. This one, I got a phone call in the middle, which took up a decent amount of time, and I feel like I kind of zoned out of it. So CJ and what is her name? Bex. B-E-X. I wasn't sure if it was B-E-X or B-E-C-K-S. Anyway, Bex and CJ, or Bex and Colby, or Bex and Christopher, whatever you want to call him. It was a very cute story. They were in a play, musical, theater performance 8 years ago. And they had a lot of chemistry. They really hit it off. But he thought her name was Beth. B-E-T-H. And he was trying to find her, was trying to ask about her, whatever. And everybody was like, there's no Beth. Or I can't give you information, whatever. So then there's a performance, everybody gets food poisoning, so he gets called in to help out with the performance because it was the same thing that they did 8 years ago, and he still knew everything. He knew all his lines and all the choreography and another word that I can't remember. But blocking, I think that was one of them. Anyway, so they flew him in. He's like this big TV star now. Like he's like the McDreamy of this universe. So they fly him in. He, you know, he's in the show. They have the chemistry again. And he's like, oh my God, it's you. And she's like, yeah, my name is Bex, not Beth. And he's like, oh, okay. So they have to work together again, play the same parts. And they have the same chemistry. So they wind up pursuing it properly this time. But it was very sweet. And I did feel the anxiety of like, oh my God, everybody's sick. What are we going to do? The show must go on. Like, how are we going to go about this? How are we going to fill all these empty spots? It was fun. It just wasn't my favorite. So I think 4 stars is good. I think that's a fair rating for the way that I feel about it. But that was number 3. We have 3 more to go. So I'm going to, let's see. Update your progress. I finished this book. We're gonna give it a 4. So this is like a second chance. This is like a true second chance. The last one didn't feel like a second chance either, unless we're saying like the grandmothers were the first chance and then the second chance was like 2 generations later. Next is A Play for Love by Trilina Pucci. I don't know why every time I go to say her last name, I go to say Pukey. So that's why every time I say Trilina, I pause or I say or whatever. But anyway, A Play for Love by Trilina Pucci. I almost did it again after I just told you. This is the only author on here that I've never read before, never even heard of before. Everybody else I know of. So just to review or, you know, give you a little glimpse of what we still have left, we have A Play for Love by Trilina Pucci. Aw. Okay, we have book number 4, A Play for Love by Trilina Pucci. Book number 5, Death to Valentine's Day by Catherine Cowles. And book number 6, Valentine's Slay by Novella Allen. So we are going to jump into A Play for Love. I think I'm just going to check all of them out on KU right now. Just so I have them all. Because I don't know where they keep going. So we have books 4, 5, and 6 checked out. So we're just going to keep knocking them out. Trilina Pucci is the author of Tangled in Tinsel, which I think I've heard of that, but I don't know her name. Like I don't have any recollection of her name. But alas, this one is one of the longest ones. So we are going to get started. It says it'll take me an hour and, hang on, let me change the speed. An hour and 35 minutes. I have a couple more things to do for work for the next hour and 45 minutes that I have in a day. And then, that's it. So, I'll be finishing all 6 of them tonight. Unless Devin gets in the way of that somehow. Which he might. But, I'll be back. Hey, just a quick check-in. I just finished A Play for Love by Trilina Pucci, and I loved it. It was so cute. I'm just having the time of my life. These are great. I have 2 more, Catherine Cowles and Novella Allen, and I've read both of them before. Catherine Cowles is, like, I know what I'm expecting from her, and I like her writing. Novella Allen has been a little, like, 50-50 for me. So, as I'm looking at the book of hers that I was not a fan of. Or not a huge fan of. But anyway, I do want to read more Trilina Pucci because that was precious, and if that's anything like her other work, then I'm really excited about it. I did write in my Goodreads, I gave it another 4.5 star, so it's a 5 on my Goodreads. But I was just sitting on the couch playing my games, and Devin's watching Family Guy, so I was just sitting there listening to my book. And if you haven't noticed, these are the best thing I ever bought in my life. And they were like $70. But anyway, I use them a lot, as you've seen. But I'm sitting on the couch playing my little games and listening, and I just had the biggest smile on my face. And I listen to a lot of really sweet stuff, but for me to just be sitting there with a massive smile, like just full on cheesing on the couch, I was like, this is really cute. It is, like I did put this in my my review, but it's a little restraining order-y if it were in real life, but it's not, so it's fine. Like, what do you mean you moved? You dropped everything and moved across the country to be closer to me? But we've only been talking for like a couple months, if that. So, but anyway, it was really sweet. I really liked it. And again, it's fine in fiction. In real life, it's a little creepy. But I'm excited, so I'm gonna go continue on with the series. Next is Death to Valentine's Day. So that's what we're starting now, and then Novella Allen's book is last. So I will check back in. How long does it say it's going to be for this one? An hour and 26 minutes, so I'll talk to you around like 10 o'clock. It's 8:30 right now. Okay, I might check in before then, I don't know, but at the very latest, I'll be checking in an hour and a half. Okay, love you, bye. Hi, it's been a long time. So this is awkward. I'm editing right now the Valentine's Day video of my reading the Amazon series novellas, and I never finished it. Never finished that video. So I never came back and talked to you about the last 2 books. So I'm just gonna read you my reviews. It started to go downhill for books 5 and 6. So last we left off, I was talking about Death to Valentine's Day by Catherine Cowles. I gave that a 3.5 star, and my review says, 3.5 stars. This was sweet, but I really wasn't invested like I was for the other stories. I did like the suspense aspect that Catherine Cowles always incorporates. I'd love to see more of Decker and Maya. I think I was missing depth. So that's something that I did not have issue with on the other novellas for this series. I think that was one of my problems for Scared Sexy, though. I was missing depth, and it wasn't just thorough or, in depth enough for me. But that was that one. And then Nevessa Allen's, I fear I kind of hated, and I gave it 3 star, which is, that for me, that's low. But I wrote, Noah and Emma's story was not your typical. I enjoyed the suspense, but the spice lost me. So I don't know where I spoke about this. I think it was in my January wrap-up February TBR video, but the other ones weren't really spicy like this. They were more like romantic, sweet, loving, and then like they got to the spice of anything, but this one was like just straight smut. And I was thrown off. And I just was not in the mood for it. Still not in the mood for it. By the way, today's actually Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day. But I've been in the mood lately where I just like, if it has spice or smut, I'm like, nope, thanks, I'm done. That's a TD and F for me. But anyway, that's the conclusion of this video, I guess. So most of the books were really for me. I loved them. The first 4 were either a 4 or higher, and then the other 2 were beneath a 4, which 9 times out of 10 I'm giving a book a 4 or higher, because if I don't like it, like at least at a 4 level, I'm gonna DNF it. But that's just me. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.